Welcome back. We got a big week this week, Haydays. We got to film a video tomorrow. We're filming a podcast tonight. It's currently Tuesday.
It's not our normal Friday podcast time.
No. We were. What happened? You were gone on Friday, or who?
I was gone.
Ben
was gone.
Ben was gone.
Yeah, both you guys going on vacation around here. Anyways, we got a pretty good amount of stuff to talk about. Where should we start?
I kind of want to just jump right into it and
that post.
Yeah, Ken, get in here. Sit down here.
Mike,
I got some questions to ask here.
All right, I'm gonna calm down.
Yeah, I think this is a question for Ken and Ryan.
Ken, you sit down next to Ryan here.
Oh.
I've been refraining from asking either of you about this since I got home, and I'm just so curious and confused, as well as probably a lot of people watching right now. Ryan, what was that Instagram post about the Simpsons thing of like basically bullying? And you said your little shout out to Ken about him having like the biggest heart and the funniest guy you know.
Hold on, let me just explain the picture here. We're gonna put it up.
Yeah,
on
it's
screen
a Simpsons meme
for the people watching, and then I will read it for the people who are not. Ken, just hold on.
Hold on, Ken.
Okay. All right. So it's a picture, and there's multiple slides to it. Anyways, it's Homer. He goes, "How dare you talk about Ned Flanders like that? He's a wonderful, kind, caring man. There have been times when I lost patience with him, even lashed out at him. But this man has turned every cheek on his body. If everyone here were like Ned Flanders, there'd be no need for heaven. We'd already be there." And that's it. And then the caption reads, "This is how I feel when people talk bad about my best friend, Ken Matthews. He's the funniest guy I know with a heart of gold. If you have anything bad to say about Ken, take it up with me because we have some beef. He's a legend and also the funniest guy I know. And we've been friends for years." I agree.
First off, I want to start by saying, Ryan, it was an extremely nice post, and I wasn't like, what the fuck is this? I was just confused as to, one, where it came from, and then, two, I was very curious to what Ken was going to say about it.
I haven't heard anything. Do you even like it?
No, Ken didn't like it or comment on it, which made me even more confused.
I'm pretty sure I liked it.
No, you didn't.
You completely ignored it.
You completely ignored it. So I have so many questions for both of you.
What an awkward situation for both of you.
Ken, nothing.
Oh, fuck.
Did you just see that and go, ooh, yep, I better come back to that and just double tap
I'm pretty sure I got the notification when I was in my car and I swiped over. It was like, oh, I'll read this later. And then I never came back.
I feel like
you never read it, Ken. That was Ken's first reaction to hearing that Ryan posted that.
A whole ass Instagram about you.
Wow.
So,
and it was like a nice thing backing you up. You just left it.
So what spurred you to post that?
Okay, well, sometimes people say mean things about Ken in the comments that you don't add to a video or you're negative or something like that. And it always ticks me off because I feel like I can make fun of any of you guys because you are my best friend. But if someone else starts talking shit, I'm gonna be like, you don't know them.
Valid.
You don't have the right to make fun of this person because you have no idea what they are. But we get to make fun of you because you're our best friend.
You get to
we
make
love
fun
you,
of us.
and you get to make fun of us. But sometimes I see comments and I'm like, why do people say that about
because
Ken?
It's wrong. That's
wrong
the part that makes
because
mad.
it's wrong.
Yeah.
And then I also like posting memes to my Instagram story because I think it's funny. And then I saw that one, but it had a bunch of slides, and I was like, oh, this is kind of exactly how me and Ken's relationship is. Because like Ken and I will butt heads on things, and I will lash out at Ken.
Yeah.
But I still love him all the same. Like
Sometimes you might be a little psycho.
Well, psycho, your favorite word, but
Instead of Ken saying, hey,
Backing
thanks,
up,
Ryan.
right?
Thanks, man. Thanks
Yeah,
for
man.
sticking up to me. Making a hard post on your Instagram. He goes, well, you can be psycho.
I don't know. Maybe I should delete it.
No. That's not the point. I was just curious to.
That's
That's kind of
where
what
it
I
stemmed from,
figured.
man.
That's where it stemmed from. But I'm more along the lines curious as to why Ken didn't like it, commented, or even mention it.
Or no
Acknowledge
acknowledgement
it
in
at
any
all.
way.
I looked at it and I forgot about it and then I never came back to it. Okay.
Ken, I feel like this is similar to your birthday a few years ago.
Every year. Not a few years ago. Every year.
People call him, try wishing him a happy birthday. He doesn't respond. Doesn't acknowledge it.
You know, like in a
You're
group
a
chat when
capper.
everyone texts like, happy birthday, Ken, happy birthday, maybe
Nothing.
even a personal text. I
Nothing.
think I might even hit you with a personal text on your birthday. Red. No response.
Nothing. Dude,
Not
our
even a
girlfriends, yeah, everybody.
I think the
What?
girlfriends were more so confused.
Why do you
didn't
do that?
I didn't text Greta back because I forgot about
Bro,
it. And then-
Ken, you're doing a lot of
Everyone.
forgetting
Why are you
around
forgetting?
here, man. For a guy who scrolls on his phone 7 hours a day.
CJ, you can't talk about that.
Ken, he's getting hot. Ken's getting
Scrolling
hot.
or forgetting?
No, you sit on your phone and you are buried in it. You cannot get out of it.
Yeah, but he doesn't forget to text people back after they wish him happy birthday. That's the issue.
Glance at things, and I just
And you just
move
go,
on.
thank you.
Well, here's a vice versa to this. Playing devil's advocate here.
Devil's avocado.
Yeah. Ken, do you feel like you were almost kind of singled out by that post?
I mean, he did mention me.
Did you feel
Do you
bullied
feel
by it?
singled out, possibly like Ryan was contributing to the bullying?
No, because that wasn't the point of the post.
Did that post trigger you? Is that why you didn't respond? Is because you were so mad?
Ryan tries backing up Ken, ends up bullying him in the process.
Do you think Ryan is suppressing your voice? But he thinks that he needs to be the one defending you when you can't defend yourself?
No, I think that you're trying to take this one little grain of sand.
No.
You're trying to make a mountain out of this one little grain of sand.
I'm just asking I'm asking the questions the people want to know, Ken. Do you feel like that's not Ryan's business? Putting your name in his mouth on his Instagram.
I mean, Ryan's a strong, independent person. He can do whatever he wants.
Just don't make hard posts about Ken.
What are you trying to say here?
I'm just curious as to what you like.
How do you feel about the post?
It's a nice, heartfelt post, and
So that's why you didn't like it?
no, I just forgot about it. Okay,
So you forgot about something that was nice and heartfelt?
Unlike you, I was folding T-shirts today, Friday.
Ooh.
That was
Man.
damn Ken.
All right. Well, I don't know if Ken answered any of our questions. I'm pretty sure he
guy's a
just
mystery
he sat
man.
down, he deflected all three of us, and I think we're all left more confused than we were going into it.
Thank you, Pro Capper.
Jesus.
What does this mean? How do you stand up for this guy? No,
I don't know. I'm regretting it now. I think I'm going to change it to like Micah or something like that.
Ken's got a cloak of mystery covering him at all times.
That's why he's the funniest guy I know.
All right, thank you,
I just
Ken.
get busy, okay?
Ken's busy. Ken's busy. But for real though, Ken does need to go up stand-up comedy. I think that shit would be off the hook. I would be crying before he even got up on stage.
The day CJ drives the speed limit.
Oh, what a deflection! The day CJ drives the speed limit.
Were you tracking him in your Tesla today?
I saw he was doing 75 and a 40.
75 and a 40. I mean, it's hard not to do in a Tesla, but could have killed someone, man.
On 8th Street, CJ, I saw the speed notes at 75.
Ken's got what we call diagnostics.
All
on
right. Well,
everything
I don't know.
going on.
Maybe I just hit the gas a little hard that time. I'm not entirely, or not the gas, the
gas?
accelerator.
All right.
Calling the Tesla. But that's enough on that.
Anyway, I was hoping to kind of get into something. Ken, you didn't do a whole lot of explaining there. You
As he
mostly
cracks
just
another beer back.
you mostly just deflected the entire conversation. We're trying here, folks. We're trying to break the shell of Ken.
Felt good having you up here though, Ken.
It did feel good.
We gotta get you up next time. What is it? It's Tuesday. On Thursday, we leave for Haydays. Haydays is a massive event, mostly snowmobiling, but I would say for any kind of like off-road motorsports industry fanatic. It's in North Branch, Minnesota. We set up a booth, and a ton of you guys are there.
Last year they didn't do it.
Yeah.
So it's going to be huge.
But like all the big, industry, big dogs are there. Like Polaris, Skidoo, like every race team, like it's a huge deal. And people are selling stuff. There's like shows, there's all this. But we have a booth set up, and you guys will come, and we'll have like a photo wall, and we're selling merch, and we're talking to you guys, taking pictures, signing autographs. Last time we went, which was 2 years ago because it got canceled due to COVID, we stood in line for like fucking 10 hours taking pictures.
I saw we
talking with you
started at
guys.
7 a.m. and we went till 7 p.m.
Okay, 12. So if you guys are anywhere near there, definitely come check it out.
We're giving away a dirt bike this year.
Mhm.
We haven't said that yet, or a pit bike, obviously.
Obviously.
Yeah.
But just starting Saturday morning, ending Saturday night.
Yeah, so that's going to
Yeah,
be the
just
coolest part.
one day, and you have to do it in person.
Mm-hmm.
It's going
Yeah.
to be sick.
So somebody who comes there, buys merch, takes a picture with us, one of those people is going to win a pit bike at the end of the day.
And ride
You
it
get to
And they're
wheel
going to
home.
ride it out. Like,
Yeah.
that's the coolest thing, because all these times that we're doing these giveaways, we get to call or FaceTime the winner, but we never really get to see their, like, in-person reaction.
It's
Like,
gonna,
how they react when they hear it,
Right.
you know, obviously over the FaceTime, but it's not the same.
I hope this person is
yeah.
stoked.
Dude, it's going to be the fastest turnaround ever. And in order to find out you won, obviously, I suppose,
You don't have
hopefully they will, because we're going to tell everyone to come back at 7 for the announcement, but we'll do it live. Like, announce the pit bike giveaway. And I'm sure, I'd hope the person will be
standing
in the
there.
crowd.
In the crowd,
And they're
yeah.
going to come freaking out. And
Yeah.
you're going to get a free pit bike.
Yeah, it's going to be sweet,
It
dude.
is gonna be sweet.
And it's cool because I don't think a lot of brands like wouldn't do that because you don't really gain a whole lot from it in like an in-person event
Honestly,
like that.
it's just pretty.
Nothing to gain. It's just cool. It's a cool way to give back because the people coming to, especially Haydays, like paying to get in, stand in line, take a picture with us, support us by buying merch. Like those are the ride or dies. Like those are the people
That's what I want to give back.
and we love giving back to them. So it's like, you know, it's cool, dude. We like pit bikes, and obviously it's a pretty cheap way to give someone something that's so fun.
Yeah, it is fun though, like meeting all the fans, talking to you guys. We have a lot of great interactions, and we have some kind of poor ones. But most of them are amazing.
Yeah, and also like this is a little bit of a brag here, but we have like the most poppin' booth at Haydays.
Yeah,
Or we
by
did.
far.
We
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
that
it's
was
gonna
a
be even
crazy
more this year.
thing that we were like kind of reaching out to them. This is no hit, but we were like, oh, we're gonna get the best real estate next year, aka like this coming weekend. And they did not give us that. And I'm like, did any of you guys working at Haydays happen to walk by our booth and see a million people there?
The line that went to the end of the row.
I'm just saying this, but like we bring a lot of people into Haydays. They should maybe treat us a little better. Otherwise, we could just literally
Not go.
Well,
not
Mike,
go and just set up in a fucking parking lot or rent a place out and not charge people to get in.
yeah, I mean, they've almost threatened to throw Mike in jail 2 nights in a row, you know. They could be a little nicer to us.
Yeah, it gets rowdy. At that point. Well, they didn't. The police.
The
did.
police. Yeah, they're like, this is why we're not giving you guys any special
That
treatment.
that 2 years ago was a crazy year. And we pull up next to like Country Cat, and it's just a big dealership, and we pull up next kind of down to the Fox Shocks people, and now we have none of our shit set up Friday night. And
We had a
they're-
Hammerschlagen
looking
table.
at-
We had a Hammerschlag
And
table
some
and the
lights.
red shifter cart
Yeah.
sitting on a stump.
And they were like, these guys just came here to booze? Did they? Like, 'cause
Yeah,
had a
we were
vendor
just
spot.
standing there, just chilling, drinking.
Because our tent didn't show up yet.
Yeah.
Because Jessica had it. So we had nothing. We
They
couldn't
had to
set
have
up
been
a
so
single thing.
confused because they were old timers too, so they didn't
Yeah.
know who we were. They didn't have any clue. And then the next day, we pull it all together: the booth, the tents, the tables, all that stuff gets set up, and it looks pretty baller. And people are standing in line, like hundreds of people, at 7 a.m.
Yeah,
For
bro.
goggles.
For
yeah,
goggles.
we're gonna give out free goggles. But yeah, it was just, I think they were really confused then.
Man, that's funny. Dude, we have so many Heyday stories. So if you guys remember Larry Enticer, he was like the guy, like the send it, just gonna send it. That guy, 69.
Is he still popping? I need to
No,
check.
I don't think he posts anymore. I don't know. I haven't heard about him in a long time. Anyway, one of the booths or one of the brands or snowmobile brands or something like that had Larry Enticer basically standing out in front of their booth, signing people's shit all day. And it was just him. It was literally, he was just single-handedly standing in the middle of this booth, and people
With a
would just
crowd
and
around
people
him.
would just come up, have him send it,
And
or have him sign
say
something,
send it.
and then he'd go, "Can you say send it for my story or whatever?"
it.
And he'd be like, "Send it," you know, do the 69 or take a picture.
He did not look like he was having a good time. I'm
Yeah,
not
he
gonna
kind
lie.
of looked like a freaking zoo animal, bro.
Yeah, like a
It just-
circus animal.
Yeah, just standing there. So it was back when we were filming with Jake, and we would I hate
had
to
the
break this
Murph
to you, but
character.
Jake
Yeah,
is Murph, right?
That's the first announcement. People still don't know that
People
Jake
don't
is
know.
Murph.
Yeah,
Some-
so Jake
some
used to have this
really
alter
gem
ego
people.
that was called Murph, and Murph was just like
Murph
a total
Tupperware.
idiot. He would wear this old snowmobile helmet. He'd be shirtless, and he was just, I don't know, he was just Jake's
He was just
alter
being
ego, right?
dumb, yeah.
So we
goon.
thought it would be so funny to have Murph go up to Larry Enticer and be like, "Shotgun a beer with me." And we would just film it and be like,
Because-
Murph and Larry Enticer shotgun a beer
And it's
together.
because we had a few friends who were like with Larry. We didn't really have as much notoriety as we do now. I'm not saying we have a ton right now, but back then it was significantly less. So like he didn't really know who we were. We didn't have much pull. But like some of the people that we knew, they knew him because they were, you know, someone in the industry. They're like, oh yeah, he'll love it. Just go over there and like do it, and like he'll think it's funny.
Yeah.
So we go over there and do it. We run up We don't even give him a warning. We show up filming, which is kind of a no-no,
Yeah.
realistically.
Now we know
kind
that.
of bombarded him.
Yeah.
Yeah, we bombarded him when he's at his thing with the line.
But he's used to being filmed too.
Yeah. Jake shows up, or Murph, whoever you want to call it, goes, "Hey, bro, you want to shotgun this beer with me?"
At like 10 a.m. on Sunday.
And Larry just
like
literally,
wobbly.
Larry just goes like, "No." We're like,
Well, he was also standing there doing like an autograph signing, and I'm sure
well,
the
he
brand.
was doing it with everyone else.
That's true. That's true.
Are you kidding me?
We got the air compressor.
It's my
going off
fault
right
too,
now.
dude. I used it this morning.
Good. We have
it,
the
Ryan.
loudest, shittiest air compressor ever, so don't mind that. Ken's gonna go
just
shut it
pause for a
off.
second.
Did Ken just die?
No, he's walking as slow as possible. I guess he does have a bum knee.
But what did you just yell about?
Did he think like if he yelled, it would maybe like?
Stop being
Scare it
scared.
off?
All right. Anyways, back to that. So fucking Larry Enticer just goes like, no, he just shuts down, gets out of character.
And then we kind of shut down. We're like,
It was like really awkward, and then we just ended up walking away like, well, that guy sucks.
That was our defense mechanism.
well,
Like,
and that
Larry.
was when we kind of created fake beef. That
I
was
think he
like-
still probably hates us, but
Yeah, I don't think he's.
Yeah,
because
because we just walked away like,
I don't
hey,
give a fuck,
fuck
dude.
that guy.
Yeah,
He was
Based off
talking
one-
shit in Fargo in Sports
that
Bar.
was after.
Yeah.
That was
Oh,
after
yeah.
it. Yeah, because we
Yeah.
talked shit about him on the internet.
that's
and then
right.
he came to Fargo and then talked shit in the bar.
And then he went to Detroit Lakes for that snowmobile race. So we gave him a case of.
We squashed the beef.
We squashed the
We
beef.
squashed the beef.
yeah. So we're probably.
He was
cool
like,
now.
what beef?
That was so.
He's like, who the
Awkwardly
fuck are
funny.
He
you?
was trying to pretend he didn't.
Such a weird story. I feel like there was more to that. Why did I think that there was
Well,
more to that?
basically, the moral of the story is we did create fake beef with Larry Enticer, all because of one 1 minute interaction that he wouldn't shotgun a beer with
Well,
Murph.
let's see. I think what really did it in was when we titled the video. Let me just
Yeah.
look it up.
Larry Enticer breaks character.
Yeah.
Shit, did we use Larry Enticer for clout?
I think we did.
we
bro.
did.
Bro.
577,000 views 2 years ago. Larry
Not bad.
Enticer breaks character.
Hey, think about this.
And then
though.
it says not gonna send it on the thumbnail.
Damn, bro. Hey, think about this though. Larry Enticer was the first one to say like, just gonna send it. And
Think
his-
of what he started.
Bro,
Wow.
I'm pretty sure Full Send started, which is Nelk's brand, started because of Larry Enticer saying that.
That's wild.
I think the send it thing definitely like evolved past the snowmobiling videos.
Yes.
It went into skiing, just doing anything in life.
Which then turned into full
Which
send.
then-
Maybe I don't
It
want to
transitioned-
possibly.
I think it transitioned into drinking. Then it turned into because once they could get all
like
like
a party.
college kids to use it, because at one time it was just an action sports saying.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
You know what I hate?
What do you hate, Ben?
I hate when people come up to us and they go, yo, I love your guys' videos. Keep being dumbasses. Like,
Yeah.
does that kind of get under your guys' skin? Like, I'm not like, hey, fuck you, bro. I'm like, hey, thanks, bro, But
Yeah.
then I'm just like,
Well, it's
do we
because-
come off as like dumbasses?
I mean, maybe some people think that, but maybe it's just because I know how we really are. I'm like, we're not that.
Yeah, and it doesn't personally get under my skin because I
Ryan
remember
is, but-
the last interaction we
Just
had. One, he was stoked on what we were doing,
Right.
But he did say he's like, "Yep," and he said it
He
multiple
doubled
times.
down,
Yeah,
bro.
he's
He
like,
came back
"Yeah,
like 10
seriously,
minutes
you
later.
guys keep being dumbasses," and we're like,
Hey,
"Yeah, can you use anything else?"
don't learn a thing.
Yeah,
Don't
Yeah.
Don't change.
don't change.
and that's basically what he was saying.
Stay stupid.
Yeah, that's
Stay stupid. That's a kind of a funny shirt, bro. Stay stupid.
I'd be like that. Hey, nobody steal that. We'll have that pumped out soon.
Stay stupid. It's a picture of Ryan.
I'm not that stupid. When did I become dumb?
I don't know, man. You fuck up one time and you're just pegged as like the idiot.
But I love how that goes around this whole group multiple times a day, practically.
True.
Like if someone else does something dumb, and you're like, "Wow, you're just as dumb as Ben," but then the next day it'll be Ken or whoever.
Yeah.
That also reminds me of when earlier on when we first started, which we did do a little more like crazier stuff. But when people would be like, "Oh, okay, so you guys make videos, you like Jackass," and we're like, "No, we're not like Jackass,
Nothing like
Dude,
that.
Because if you guys
they
have
thought we were
seen
trying to be
Jackass,
like Jackass.
like, wow, we're not like Jackass.
No.
These
Well, bro, I was thinking about this.
guys are insane.
Remember that Jackass bit where they put their dick in the mouse costume and then put it in the snake
Yeah.
glass jar bin thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, bro. That
What?
is ridiculously dumb.
Yeah, just stuff
Good
like that.
entertainment. It's funny. But holy shit, can you imagine if we did stuff like that?
I don't think we'd
No.
be on YouTube.
No.
True.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, there's
so
no way.
They are
Actually,
making a number 4 movie, which is insane because they're kind of old now, but they're just as crazy.
I remember
yeah, I heard it's like the craziest one yet.
Really? I remember CJ gave us one piece of advice very early in our YouTube channel. It was after the shifter cart video blew up. And we're like, let's make more shifter cart videos. And you're like, no, you don't want to get stuck as a shifter cart video. And then
Some of the
Channel.
best advice you ever
Channel.
gave early on, in my opinion.
yeah. And then shortly after that, we were upping the level of like stunts that we did. And then I remember you said, you're like, guys, if we keep doing this, we're going to get like pinched that we have to keep doing this ridiculous stunt every single video and it's going to get out of hand.
And
And
you're
then
right
we
about that.
pivoted.
True. Yeah, it's all about the vlog and the personality, man.
Yeah,
Unless you're
that's
into
true.
stunts and you
Mhm.
fucking are a tough son of a gun that's really good, then
Yeah.
maybe.
I guess that's where it comes back to when people are like, keep being dumbasses. Like, I mean, there's a certain art to having fun and it comes off very natural on camera because we really are just out playing and having a
Yeah.
good time and it works for the camera and
But
we do some crazy shit,
But
but
also risking
we're also
sometimes.
like, okay, if we're gonna do this, like if somebody's gonna jump into this bus, how can we make sure that nobody gets impaled by something?
yeah.
And most of the time we take kind of precautions behind it, So it's like, yeah, we might be being like stupid, but
But it's fun
we're
to
at least
entertain, dude.
conscious of it, and we're not just full on like, dude, let's jump this bus 4,000 feet at 1,000,000 miles per hour, and if we die, fuck it. Like,
Yeah, dude. I just remember that's why me jumping the golf cart off the retaining wall, it makes me uncomfortable when people come up to me and they're like, again, it's usually distance people who don't watch our videos that much, but they'll like, I saw you jump off that retaining wall. You're fucking invincible, man. And I was like that was the craziest shit I've ever seen. And I'm like, no, it wasn't.
My ankle hurt.
Mike,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
do fall phenomenal though.
So that was
You're a
fun.
really good
and it
follower,
got
yeah.
actually I do have to compliment them too because they hyped me up. I'm like, that was fun.
That was hilarious, bro.
I had a good time doing that. But like,
Well, we also stood around that retaining wall for like 20 minutes contemplating, one, who
Yep.
was going to have to jump off of it, and two, how they were going to jump off
a
of
little
it.
behind the scenes. And
Yeah,
I
it went
explained
well.
that to a few people. I'm like, no, we literally chilled around and was like, all right, who's going to do it? And then, the cloud is nice, I guess.
Yeah, that was the determining factor of like, all right, who do you
wants
think
the
is,
Instagram clip?
who do you think is the best bailer for this?
definitely
Because
mine.
we're like, well, you kind of gotta bail out because the cart might go over. or
Realistically,
something like
though, you
that.
could have rode that shit
You
out.
probably could have, yeah. The seat probably would have bucked you out though, because the seat came up.
Or what if me being in there would have made it go end over end? Just because I was a little.
That'd
Because
have been bad.
I wouldn't have mashed the brakes, but maybe if I panicked.
Then again, you probably would have been going faster, so you would have
True.
kept the momentum. Hey, you know what? Now that you
Let's
say
go
that,
back.
Let's go back. You'd probably be all right. We might be blacklisted from that golf course.
Retaining wall, golf cart retaining wall redemption.
Challenge.
That video
Try
did
and
not
ride it
do
out.
as well as I thought it would, honestly.
But the comments, bro.
Neither
people
did
loved it,
Neither
though.
did our first golf video though, and then
Maybe it's a long-term play.
I think
mean,
it's out of our normal wheelhouse of what people expect to
Mhm.
see from us.
and it
Always
we had
expand.
fun doing it.
Yeah, it was a
Darn
good
right
time,
we
dude.
did.
That
a
was
blast.
so fun, bro.
a
That was so
blast.
much fun. This is the second podcast we've talked about, and we don't really like talk about videos that we film. That's how you know it was a good time.
Yeah, that's true.
We love golf.
It's a good thing we're not welcome back because we suck.
We got kicked off all the golf courses. All
Well,
of
at least
them.
that one.
Yeah. We can't golf ever again. We've been blacklisted from the game of golf.
We create our own golf course because we got banned from all of the rest.
And that would be probably one of our dumber investments.
We wouldn't use it for golf, that's for sure.
Speaking of investments, crypto. It was popping in the earlier parts of the year. Then it dipped down really low. I mean, nearly half from the high, and then it started just recently climbing back up, and it's getting back into like Bitcoin for say is getting back into the 50,000 range. Ethereum's getting closer and closer to 4,000. We have this joke around here. Well, more so just me.
Yeah.
Whenever Ben buys Bitcoin or any kind of cryptocurrency,
Really, any kind of investment. No,
Or
no,
just
no.
stocks.
Any kind of investment. I could.
it
You guys.
plummets. It plummets. Like, I mean, it's amazing. It's literally the next day. It is down bad.
It might be that hour
If
even.
Ben ever says,
and-
I'm going to buy, run the other
Then
way.
sell. Then
Yeah.
sell. I tell Ben, hey, man, why don't you just do the world a favor and just sit this one out?
Or at
Don't
least
put
tell
any money
us.
in.
No, I mean, when it was going up, I was dabbling a little bit, and then when it was really going up, I was like, "There's no way I can lose on this." Like, crypto's only going up, right? So I kind of drop a bag, or at least a bag for me. Boom! Next week,
Yeah.
in the tank. I
Well, it was
literally
actually
lost
the next
like
day.
so much money, right? And then I sit it out. I'm like, yo, investing in crypto or really just investing at all is not for me. It's just not, I just don't do my due diligence enough to be like, all right, I'm following the market here. This seems like a good time. This, or dollar cost averaging where you just like slowly put in money. I'm like very impulsive, So yeah, I sit it out and finally it starts rising back up, and then I get the Bitcoin bug and I'm like, I'm back in, baby. The other day I put more money into it.
So that's where I was going
Boom!
with this. That's where I was going
In
with
one
this.
day.
So
One
we're sitting
day.
here before the podcast started, and we happened to get on the topic about crypto. I was like, man, yeah, it was up so much, and it just today just plummeted. And Ben goes, yeah, I know, I bought last night. I go, yeah, of course.
Makes sense
Of
now.
course. Why don't you just do the world a favor, Ben, and just pull your money out and let it keep climbing? Because you're affecting a lot of people, possibly ruining lives when you try to just invest your measly $1,000 or whatever the hell you put in. So,
Dude, I'm gonna be brought
guy
on like
controls
Fox
the market.
I'm gonna be brought on like Fox Business News or whatever. Like, Ben Roth, so what's your investment strategy lately? You been buying or not? Everyone's just at the edge of their seats, just like ready, just getting ready to sell. I'm like, nope, I actually haven't. Buy. Yeah, man, it's kind of sad, but just wait until I get into like the housing market or anything like that, and then we'll really see some. We'll really see some effects in the world.
It's pretty amazing because you're good at most things, but investing, Ben,
It's just not my thing.
I just don't
man.
think investing likes you.
that
that's
might
the
be
thing.
true. Where do you go? What do you do?
I think you just need to save your money and just put it in the bank and take whatever the fucking bank pays you in interest. That's the only investment you're
0.008.
getting back, bro.
You should start
Or
buying
just-
jet skis.
Or just
Oh.
invest in
Yes.
videos because that's the only thing that seems to work.
Yeah, that's
Wait,
probably
so are
a
you
good
saying
idea.
we should stop taking money out of Ken's paychecks and start taking them out of Ben's?
Yeah, do the world a service. Wait, why?
Yeah, that
Why?
doesn't make much sense.
Why? Because you just said.
I thought that there might
Oh.
be some truth to it somewhere. but
Because sorry, because you just said, Ben, you should save your money. Actually, you should put it into the videos, and that's what we do with Ken's money.
That's true, actually. That's a good point. Yeah.
yeah,
We put his paychecks into the
It
videos.
was it's a funny story actually the other day. We're at the gas station, right? It was a hot day, right? We're all getting food and drinks and stuff, and Ken wanted this water bottle, right? He wanted this like $1 water. And he's like, he didn't have enough money because obviously we don't pay him. He's like, CJ, could I
What?
please that? No, I'm just kidding.
was like,
Could you
wow.
imagine?
I, for the record,
Fucking Ken hasn't been getting paid enough. He can't drink a water bottle.
bro,
I told him, Ken, you gotta be wiser with your money.
hey Ken, Ryan's your
Wait.
biggest fan over here. He'll buy it for you.
why did my mind go to when you said that? I was like, Ken would never buy a $1
Dollar
bottle.
water
of water.
Goes and picks out the Evian water or whatever it is.
Do you guys have any more expensive in the water in the back?
Exactly. Sorry.
On the topic of Ken
Let's
actually
talk about this
randomly
guy's
spending
splurging habits.
way too much money on useless shit. Ken, why do you think that every single light bulb in this entire shop needs to have its own remote so he can turn?
Can we get him back on here?
Yeah,
Dude.
you can't get on here.
Ken, sit down here. We actually have another question to ask you. Do you feel like as technology advances, you become more lazy?
Yes.
I agree. If there's anything that can possibly make you have to do less work, you are all about it. Like your blinds, his blinds he replaced in his room are on a remote control. He doesn't do them with his hand. He goes like Siri blinds down or blinds out, and like they go up
No.
and down, bro.
It's on a schedule, so when my alarm goes off, my blind's open, and it's nice.
Just today at Menards, we needed a keypad, and then I see that there's like 9 million of them, ranging from like $40 to like $300, and you pick up the like $280 one, and I was like, "Do we really need that?"
It was $190.
Okay, well, it was a lot of money, and you were like, "It has Wi-Fi."
Why do you need Wi-Fi on the lock?
So when this guy decides to leave the door unlocked all day,
That's true.
you
You
can
do
close
that,
it from
Mike.
your
I
phone.
don't do that.
Yes,
You
you
do
do.
it all the time.
I
You do
always
it all
lock
the
it.
time, Micah.
I always lock it.
You're
Hey.
the last one to leave the house.
Now that I have the 3 roommates sitting here, actually, I have a question for all of you guys. Do you guys think that if you walk up to the side of your like front door camera and cover it up really fast, it doesn't get like who's walking there, or because you guys have to like
Micah
sneak?
does.
You guys have to sneak into your house because you know Ken's watching that
think
thing like
CJ
a hawk,
does.
like who's coming and going out of this house, right? Ken sends me at least a video a week of one of you two like sneaking someone in or trying to sneak in, whether it's like
Why
too
would
late.
I don't have anyone I'd be
No, my-
It's just Micah, but I didn't notice it until you mentioned something about Micah saying something
Dude,
about he made like some funny face. And then I started looking through the video history, and it was fucking every day for like
Yeah,
2
Mike,
weeks
you flip
straight.
off the camera normally.
Yeah, because it was like Ken's like the dad that I didn't want or need really right now, and so it's like I get home late and I just go like, "Fuck you, Ken."
You feel like you rebel against Ken?
Well, yeah, I'm mostly just having fun.
I didn't notice until somebody mentioned it, and then I was like, oh, I'll go look at that. And
That's
then it was
funny.
just like video after video of you going. I think the funniest one was when you climbed over the side of the balcony, and then you like covered up the camera so you could sneak in at like 4 a.m.
Yeah, why do you do that?
Because Ken probably the next day is gonna go. The first thing he says to me, "So you came in at 4 last night."
Well,
And
why
then I'm
are
like,
you
"Geez."
coming in
When
at
have I
4
ever
on a
mentioned
weeknight?
Because I like to have a good time.
And then you show up at noon.
Nah, I mean sometimes, yeah,
So maybe you do need some guidance.
yeah. Do you
Maybe
want
you
to?
do need Ken. We
Mike,
should handcuff Ken and Micah together.
Mike, maybe
And
it's
Mike will
back.
get
Can we
less
do that?
trouble.
Can we do that for the next video?
No.
No.
But like it's
Hey,
like
please, come on.
no.
Why?
Oh, nobody's wearing the shirt today.
Literally, why, Ken? That would be so funny.
Okay, let's buy handcuffs then. Ryan, can you order that?
Hey, CJ already has some. You can just use it.
I don't want those. Those are gonna be a little.
You might have to sterilize them, but you can use
Put
them.
them in bleach all day.
That would be something
they
I'd
do
have,
have
but
a
I
little
actually
bit
don't
of
have those.
We have to like
pink fuzzy ones.
We have to postpone the video because we have to sterilize the handcuffs for a day. I guess if I have to do it, I do not want to, for the record, and I don't think Ken does.
I
either.
don't want to either.
Well, here's the thing. You guys
I think
both
you'd
have.
look cute together, just walking around.
Well, you guys got to
We'll bring you public places.
You got to compromise. Luckily, you guys both love to booze, but Mike, your schedule is a little bit.
No, it'd be
a
really
little bit
funny
different than Mike's. Or
if we
than
got to
Ken's.
pick the outfit that you guys wore, and we dressed Mike up as a cop and Ken, and Ken up as like
And I'm
fucking,
like,
like-
so much smaller than him, and they're like, damn, this guy really handcuffed himself to the cop.
You guys have to sleep. It's a 24-hour challenge.
Not- that sounds awful. No,
That-
that, that would
Haydays?
ruin. That
No.
would ruin my experience.
you know, Michael loves Haydays.
I
so
would
much.
do that for yeah.
Don't take that from
Actually, at Haydays, I would do that for like an hour or two.
That's lame.
But yeah.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
No,
Mr.
full
Beast
day,
is out
24
here
hours.
burying himself alive, 10 feet down for 50 hours straight. I think you can handcuff yourself to Ken for at least 25.
No.
Who do you think would have it worse? You guys don't answer that.
Mike-
CJ, who do you think would have it worse?
I think that Ken would hate it the most. But also, Mike would probably just take Ken to the bar, and Ken would love that. It'd just be an excuse for Ken not to, like, ship orders. Oh, shit. I forgot. How would you poop? Mike would have it worse.
Ryan from the back goes, it gets silent. Ryan
Mike
just goes,
would have it worse.
talk about Ken's pooping.
That's actually true. Ken takes like 4 shits a day. So Mike would literally spend like, and they're 20-minute shits. So you'd spend roughly an hour.
You'd probably
In
be
the
better
bathroom
off just
with
moving your office into the bathroom.
Gosh, for some reason I was imagining doing this at Haydays, and I'm like handcuffed to a guy in a porta potty
Why?
with the door closed. Because when Ryan said,
A
you guys gotta do
guy?
it-
Just a random guy?
Well, Ken.
Oh.
Well,
guy, right?
normally the first one is like immediately after I finish a
Holy
coffee.
Okay.
And that's the
okay, Ken.
That's the
All
one I
right,
don't
keep
want to be
going.
there for.
And then it's like usually 2 hours after that, and then I'm good for the day.
Ken, did you ever think that maybe the coffee isn't good for you?
Oh,
Like,
100% is. Because if I don't drink coffee, I'm fine.
Oh, and normally
Ken's out here spending $500 on an espresso machine. It's like his
Which is
ex-girlfriend
nice.
that you just can't stop loving.
And
Toxic
and
relationship.
here's Ben buying shoes that he will never wear.
This dude. Ken, you are a master
I,
at deflection.
if you're gonna,
Seriously,
if you're
dude.
Gonna, if you're gonna poke at me,
You know
for,
how these YouTubers are out here doing like business classes and selling all these different these like 5-hour, 10-hour group sessions. It'd be like Ken being like, "Are you just sick of conversating?" Or, "Well, you need to learn how to deflect, and you won't have to worry about that ever again."
Do you want to leave your friends and family confused and disoriented? Take my course, Ken Matthews, Deflection 101.
All right, my
People sign.
coffee maker. Have you used it?
Ken, I never once gave you a hard time about your coffee maker.
Cheddar has.
Actually,
Keep Cheddar out of
besides
this, Ken.
now,
I have it actually all on video when you got your coffee maker because they like thought it was such a big deal, and I didn't. Say
I remember
shit.
thinking you bought it on the company card, and then I was like, "What the fuck?" And you're like, "I bought it for myself." I'm like, "Oh, cool." And then I ended up really liking it.
Yeah, and then here Ben is just still going after it
Ken, do you
with daggers.
do you sometimes just go into the bathroom just to sit on your phone?
Yeah. Sometimes you just need a break. You don't want to be by people.
Do you pull your pants down still?
I mean, sometimes.
That's a great question. Well, just in case, you know.
Sometimes. Wait, is it one of those like, I might have to go, but I also might not, but
Wait.
I gotta go pee. I'll just sit here
I've
for a
been
couple minutes.
shipping-
Maybe I
I've
have to go
been
poop.
I've been
Ken, have you
shipping
ever-
orders for about 45 minutes. I'm due for a good 35-minute break.
Well, like 4 hours.
Yeah, is it weirder to sit in there on your phone with your pants on or down?
I feel like it'd be super weird to sit on there with your pants on.
Yeah. Someone-
We walk
for
in,
what-
Ken's
yeah,
just
you're
like sitting on the counter. He's just chilling. He's
Ken,
like,
why don't you get a
he's swinging
reclining
his
chair in
legs.
there?
Swinging his legs.
Yeah. Hey, you know the Robin Big? Oh, shit. I've said too much. Keep going. I just had a really good idea. I've said
boy.
too much. All right, keep going.
I think we're kind of done on that. I mean, do you have anything else to say about your pooping habits, Ken?
You make it out to be this giant deal. and
Oh,
it's-
they seem to be. I mean, maybe four.
Okay, CJ, how
smaller
about your
than-
your pooping habits?
I have one a day, Ken.
No,
This
but
dude-
you go whenever
flex.
you're in
So
there.
good.
Good.
Deflect.
He's
No, no,
so
no.
good.
No. Whenever you're in there, you're like,
Yeah.
That is similar
Wait.
to how it sounds.
I'm not going to lie. I've never heard that.
have you,
I don't know if it's that aggressive, but I mean, if I had if it was enchilada night the night before, obviously it's really coming through hard.
I
mean-
just think you always sound like you're pushing super
you
duper hard.
sound like it's painful every time I hear you in there.
I mean, sometimes it is.
It doesn't sound good.
Ken, how are you so good at this?
How
dude?
closely are you listening to me taking a shit, Ken? Are you just
I'm
thinking
across
about
the
yourself?
I'm across the building sometimes and I can hear
he
it.
hears it. So it's like hearing a deer in the woods perk up. It's like, I need to get closer. Somebody's on my throne.
I
we-
like-
if
It's like
we-
the
Sport
it's like the
time.
Rick and Morty episode where the guy finds out that or Rick finds out that somebody's been pooping on
Oh,
his
yeah.
on his sacred toilet.
that is how it's gonna be when Ken has his own toilet.
If we get Alex in here, she can attest to it. It's loud.
Just right back to it.
Should we? All
I
right.
probably wanted you to say
Well,
something
that's probably enough, Ken. You're good. Go back to being Jamie. We'll call you in if we need you.
I'm interested, Ken. Keep going.
I think Ken should stay. I like it.
Okay, Ken, stay.
Yeah,
Get
I want
comfortable.
Ken to stay, but I don't want to talk about his pooping anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm done.
enough.
Kind of went on a weird
Can we please
tangent
move
there.
on? This is getting uncomfortable.
Okay. Sorry, Ken.
Something that doesn't involve shitting or
What do you want to talk about, Ken?
I don't know. I didn't make the notes. I wasn't involved in that. I'm coming in here blind. Okay.
Ben, you had a poll on your Instagram this last weekend, and it had a Huracan that's for sale in the state over, a Lamborghini Huracan, and then your Corvette. They're both red. They're both sharp-looking cars. And you said, which one would you take?
Yeah, I was just curious to see like what our audience would rather have, and
Because you look at your car as an investment, so like you want to buy something that other people are interested in that they would have a fun time watching.
yeah, exactly. And yeah, I've been thinking, one day, probably next spring. But I saw that one pop up. I was like, man, this would be kind of in my budget. Not really, because it's so much fucking more.
Double and then some.
But I was like, I don't think they're getting any cheaper. And it might, I kind of like the red and everything. So I was just like curious, what would our audience think? Corvette, Huracan.
And they happen to both look very similar.
Yeah. And to my surprise, I honestly thought that people would just say, oh, it's like a Lamborghini. It's cool. They would vote for that. But it was 50-50 split. 50-50 split
I was
after
shocked when I saw that.
24 hours.
What did you guys vote for? I voted for the Corvette.
Really?
Huracan.
Just because I think it looked better.
Yeah, I think they honestly, for how much more you're spending on a Huracan, it doesn't look $120,000 better.
Performance isn't.
Performance is
that
not
much better.
$120,000 better. Nothing about it is, except for the badge, except for the fact that it's a Lamborghini. Why? I don't know. It's cool. Fuck me. You know,
Exclusivity.
Yeah.
it's
I almost
cool.
wonder if
Like, it's
yeah,
just
for sure.
exclusivity, but it's like, I don't know. It's just something about
I think it'd be
having
really
a
cool, dude.
Lamborghini.
I think that just
Doesn't
the
make
sound
sense.
of it
Not
right
really.
there.
Would it
worth
be
it.
cool though? Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I
But
could
the
like.
audience didn't agree. Well, 50% of them did, but I
You
thought
wanna
it would
know-
be more than that.
Do you want to know my thought on it though, Ben?
Yeah.
Can you say what you were gonna say first?
I wish I could like your Corvette, but I don't fit in it.
I thought you were gonna say, but I just don't.
No, because I when I sit in there, I have to sit like this because like the roll bar is like right over the seat and my head
You're
hits it.
legitimately
Yeah.
too big for a Corvette. Ken couldn't buy a Corvette if he wanted to.
I want to see a convertible. I wonder if that has a little more headroom.
Every time Ken, he's sitting in the Corvette, he's looking over the windshield.
He's got to wear the goggles like you put on your dog when you have him on the motorcycle with you.
We could stage some rollers like that. You sit on some phone books. To be
Ken, you could
actually
just
a
take the
little
T
taller.
top off and then you'd be good.
Except then I'm like leaning forward still.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
All right.
Anyway.
So my theory is that I think some people took it as like you were just like asking, and they were like, "Oh, like I like Ben. He has a Corvette. Like
That-
I'm gonna let
yeah.
him know that
Oh,
his
yeah,
is
yeah,
cool."
yeah, maybe.
So maybe that might have had a role, but also maybe not. Either way, I think you should buy a Huracan because I mean, just kind of gives you a new goal.
I feel like the Corvette is so much more relatable just because the Lamborghini is double the price. It's way further out of anyone's like budget or aspirations. That's more of like a dream car.
I think the Corvette is badass, but yeah, I think they're both dream cars. But yeah, I know what you're saying. The
It is.
Corvette is much
That's
more
true.
attainable.
Yeah.
And it's interesting that I would say, like, I don't know, 5 to 8 years ago, Lamborghinis were finally getting on YouTube. People were vlogging, buying Lamborghinis. And before that, you didn't get to see a whole lot of videos unless you're watching, like, compilations. But now you've seen so many Lamborghinis.
Everybody has them.
Yeah. And that's the tough part is, are you that special on YouTube? No, not at all. But like you said earlier, it's something to work for. You know, it's a goal to have. And I think literally just having a goal, like you have to have goals.
Yeah, if
You
you
have to have
don't,
goals.
dude.
If you don't, you get too comfortable. You have nothing to strive for. And honestly, we've gotten pretty comfortable. You know,
Yeah.
not saying just me, all of you guys.
Yeah, I agree. We just gotten too comfortable. I think it's time for new goals.
Yeah, new goals. And
New goals for everyone.
talk about that a lot. Like for the longest time, our goal was to just hit 1 million subscribers. Million subscribers.
It
Million
was like for the
subscribers.
longest
Like,
time we were
literally,
trying to
that
fucking
is-
beat the case, and then and
then we got it.
Like the whole fucking split up drama. Then it was like trying to be able to pay for the shop, and like before that it was like trying to get a Maverick, and it was like always
Yeah.
little certain bars, and now
brick
it's like
by
we hit,
brick
we
building.
hit. I think we kind of accomplished a lot of the shit we wanted, or not shit, but stuff.
We got to search for that next.
I think we need to like
fat
up it.
goal.
I think we need to like say like we need to hit 2 million subscribers by like this date, and then it'll like keep us on the grind. Like, okay, here it is, and like and then
Yeah, when you
also
have
like some
something to
personal
work
goals, for everyone individually that they want to accomplish on their own time. Get back to that grind, and we're hitting 2 videos a week. Because once you get in that like swing of things, it's so easy. I feel like it's not easy, but it just like
Well, it's
it just
momentum.
happens.
Yeah.
You build that
Momentum.
momentum,
Yeah.
and that's the most powerful thing in life.
It's tough to get it going, but once you have it going, it's
Yeah.
easy to keep going.
Exactly. And I feel like I don't want to say we don't have, it's not that we don't have any momentum. I think we just need to up it and get back to the grind, which has been really hard lately because I feel like there's so many things that need to get done around here. We're almost like short on time or hands.
kind of drowning in it a little bit.
Like our biggest problem is time management. I'm not saying that we handle our time the best, but like we need employees. We need like to hire like some help just for certain tasks that so that way we're not spending our time doing things that really anyone else could do.
Well, that's the hard part.
Being
Is-
where we live.
Being where we live, yeah. But being that there's 5 of us, right? Everyone's got their own role in the business, whether it's merch, designing the merch, shipping out the merch, editing the videos or the podcast, or
Getting
things
supplies
like that.
for videos,
but at the-
fixing shit,
yeah,
editing
But like at the end of the day, if 5 of
coming
us
up with the videos.
could just sit down, come up with videos and film videos, and then the rest is just allocated to
People,
an employee to do,
It would go
It's like,
so much better.
dude, it would just go so much better. Because then when it does come time to film a video, Micah might be designing merch or doing something for that. Ken's got stuff to ship out. Like, there's so much happening.
I feel like it'd free up so much headspace too.
Yeah, that
like,
too.
You'd be in a better mood. You'd be like,
Yeah. Well,
not tired
we've been saying this for
a long
a
time.
long time, but we just
aren't doing anything.
aren't
about
doing anything about it, which is the last person any of us want to be. Like, none of us want to be cappers. Like, say something and then not do it. That's just one thing that we need to, like, literally just focus on and just get done.
I mean, we took the next step for like finding a new designer and like someone to help out with video editing. And we got resumes, but we never like.
Most of those resumes, I'm sorry to people that apply, but they were like pretty shitty. Like you got to have some experience.
There's definitely something to be said too about how we're like anxious to take that first leap.
For sure.
Right? We've never hired anyone. We've had people help us out, but we didn't hire them on as employees and pay them money, pay them obviously a wage
Salary
or whatever. So yeah, I think we're scared to take that leap, and we haven't found anyone yet that stood out to us that we were like, let's do this. But still,
I got like one or two editors that I want to like have come out and just like give them a blank video and have them edit it and see how it comes out and see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you guys think that the bottleneck of our company is, or the brand, or our efficiency? Like, where's the bottleneck? Where are we getting hung up the most?
I think it's prioritizing people like, oh, I think this is important, but at the end of the day, it's like I could be using my time more effectively elsewhere.
I think we have pretty decent time management, honestly, Ken. I think our bottleneck is just like ideas and filming it and then editing it.
Personally, I think it's just the editing. I would be able to bring even more to the table if I didn't have to like spend a day editing, or I would just be coming up with ideas and filming all the time and like just making shit happen. I don't know.
Yeah, we say it a lot. We're so busy working in the business, we don't necessarily have enough time to work on it. Like,
you need to expand
and think, more than just what are we filming tomorrow or next
That's like
week.
the only thing.
What are we
that
doing?
Everything this is like film.
2 months.
Film,
Yeah.
The bottleneck of us is like us getting together and moving as a whole. Like,
Yeah, I agree. It's so tough.
because we're always doing different tasks, and sometimes maybe we straight up just don't want to. But like other times, we're always working on our own personal to-do list. So then getting together as one whole to film a video sometimes gets hard. Eventually, allotting those jobs to other people, we would be moving together as one more often.
You guys are literally watching us grow, like, in real time.
We definitely just did a little brainstorming, a little self-reflection.
If you guys are listening to this or watching this right now and you're like, I could actually bring real value to them, and whether it's editing or, dude, even if we had like an assistant or something like that, but if you're like, I truly believe I could bring real value to them, and this is how, and either figuring out how to do it, get a hold of us somehow, like some way, whether it's email or DM, or like send us video proof of like, hey, I edited this for you. Yeah, like, I don't know. I feel like it's pretty easy if you actually think that you're worth it and you want to work for somebody, you just got to show them.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, sometimes I feel like we don't have the same like connections or amenities at like our fingertips as other YouTubers, because they're in like a big city that has many of other people that are in like technology or understand this type of business, or like can integrate this model in, which is going to help you. Like, if we ever want to do anything, we have to do it ourselves, and that's our biggest problem.
And it's hard to like find those people over phone calls and DMs and stuff sometimes too. Like, whereas in bigger cities, you can like actually
you gotta
network,
find the right
you can
guys
meet people
too.
in person,
and network,
and then you just are like, oh, this gal's nice, they're hardworking, and you see it sometimes when you get to meet them in person. But like,
my point, Mike, is like we can find anyone to come and help us, but I'm saying you got to find the right person.
Exactly,
like, they got to be able
which
to
is
do
hard
it
to do.
right. Exactly.
Over DMs and shit too.
Yeah,
I
like,
mean,
you
that's
gotta
how it starts.
you gotta be good if you want it to
the
work.
pool of people to pull from in our
It's
area
very small.
is
Yeah,
just
that's
so
that's
tiny.
the problem. Realistically, is like we're doing everything ourselves, and we're doing a great job at it, but we just can't expand
It's
anymore.
just hard. It's hard.
Because we can't expand past this. I think that everyone should say one thing, their goal, just one of them, but I want everyone after this to go home tonight and like set some personal goals, set some goals for the channel. What you want in, I don't know, we could do a year. Let's do a year. Yeah. Like what you want to get done, what you want to accomplish. Just one thing, but let's say one thing today on the podcast that you want to, I don't know, just a goal for yourself personally.
I'm gonna buy a Lamborghini next spring.
Okay. All right. It's a good one.
By the time I turn 23.
Okay. One thing you want to get better at or accomplish or goal, what? Ken? Anything?
You know, you kind of put the seed in my head. I want a boat.
A boat.
Yeah.
All right, Ken. It's great.
It doesn't have
Wait,
to be.
it doesn't have to be.
Maybe it's
Okay,
not
yeah.
material.
Yeah, I was like,
yeah.
because my goal is to like continue to better my schedule, and I guess also, I know you said, but also like try our very best to hit 2 videos a week.
Yeah.
Because that again, when we get that momentum, is like also just fun to watch unfold. So that
Yeah.
for
Feels
sure.
so good too.
Yeah.
I think my goal would be to become more time efficient, so that way I can. It's kind of like 2 goals, but like more time efficient, so I have more time on my hands to research more in just like stocks, crypto, and like be more on top of things rather than just like hearing it when the news hits or like, you know, just being more connected with that. I'd like to like, I think that it's like exciting for me to like look at investments and stuff like that, you know, can grow in a year's time. Just being able to do things, more things. I don't want to just know how to make money off of making YouTube videos and all the other things we do.
Mine's kind of like a 2-part thing. One, my monetary one is I'd really like to be able to buy a home, like have somewhere we could have like at least the option for it. And then 2 would like have our lives be a smidge less hectic. Like almost we figured out
More of a
constantly
schedule.
throughout our life. But yeah, like figure out something so we don't feel like we're constantly on our heels, like playing catch up with everything. Help us all feel less stressed and less disorganized.
Yeah.
Organization seems to be a big
Yeah.
theme here.
I think that's the biggest problem around here.
Yeah. Damn. All right. I'm going to come up with another one for the next podcast that isn't like material based because I kind of feel like I don't know.
It's okay. It tied in. 'Cause we talked about.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool, but
Yeah.
Hey, I think free time is the most valuable thing as long as you're doing what you want with your free time, you know.
Yeah.
So
all right.
the more of that you have, I think the better off you are, the richer you are.
Free time?
Yeah.
Yeah, but free time to do whatever you want. Obviously, you need money in order to do whatever you want.
That's true. Some people listening right now are like, "Hey, I have a lot of free time."
Yeah, but they don't have
well,
any
it's because
money,
you're
so
on
they can't do
unemployment, you
anything.
piece of shit. No,
I'm so glad that's
I didn't
over.
mean that.
I'm so glad that the unemployment.
it's not over.
It just
It's
didn't
not
it just
over.
end in like
No.
September?
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I think it's like done just recently.
Oh,
Thank goodness.
Yesterday? Today.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
I think.
Early
Maybe
odds.
it was last week.
So we're gonna have some jobs again, or getting jobs filled.
Because you think because people aren't going to be collecting their unemployment check that
Yeah,
they're
I mean,
going to want to go to work now? Well, they'll
They're gonna
have to,
Yeah, I was
basically.
like, they're gonna have to.
maybe. Who knows? Or those
Something else,
greasy little
yeah.
bastards will figure out a way around it.
Yeah.
There's always some way, I'm sure. It was a little random today.
Yeah.
We kind of just sat down and started talking, honestly.
It almost feels weird not doing a podcast. So
No, I like
get
doing
excited
this.
for
Yeah,
it.
It's
try
fun.
and stay consistent. Do one a
Yeah.
week.
Yeah.
It's like anything, you know, like we were just saying, if you're on a schedule, it really holds you to it.
Yeah,
which is good.
So we're gonna improve. We're gonna keep getting better. Those of you at home, why don't you write down some goals that you want to accomplish in the next year, and figure out what you gotta do in order to make them happen.
And
Inspirational,
yeah, that
bro.
was.
Man.
That's I honestly do that all the time, and I have like notes in my thing.
Vision
does.
board.
Yeah.
Vision
I had
boards are
vision
huge.
board.
Well, I
We gotta talk
also
about
used
that
to
in
write.
another
I
pod.
also used to write like goals down on like sheets of paper. I should honestly go like look at them because like it was just crazy. Like I remember like I wanted to make like, you know, like this much money a month, and like then I'm doing significantly more than that, or like, you know, just certain little things, or like a million subscribers was really big, or like averaging over 500,000 views a YouTube video. But and all those things honestly they've happened now. So yeah, just do that and develop a plan.
There's
I don't think it
actually
was.
so much more to talk about that. We kind of just skim the surface on you know, writing things down, looking
It's
at it
called
every day.
manifestation.
Manifestation, yeah, but like vision boards and all these different things, which I I mean, all of us are kind of big into, but yeah, me and CJ especially have been doing that. And I feel like you got to learn that at a young age, you know? And if we can
Or an old age is never too
Or
late.
it's not too late. Right, right. But the earlier the better. And yeah, we'll talk about it throughout the years of our podcasting.
right.
So Haydays this weekend.
Yes.
If you're in the area, come
In
to
the
that.
area.
We're giving away a pit bike.
Doors open this Saturday. It's in North Branch, Minnesota. We'll actually link it down below. If you guys are in the area, come on out. Come say hi. You'll get to see us in person. We'll talk to you as much as we can. I'm sure there's going to be a pretty long line, but we'll be signing stuff, taking pictures for as long as people want to take a picture or talk to us for. So
We got a pit bike we're giving away. So
that's right.
So we are.
We're giving away a pit
We'll be
bike.
selling
I
merch.
guess we're giving away a pit bike.
we can always cut this out later. But
You know, Ryan, you can just cut that out, right? All right. Well, thanks, guys.
All right.
Talk
Thanks
to
for
you later.
listening.
Peace.